Hello everyone, in this video we will be seeing about the crank and slotted lever quick return mechanism, and we will also solve a numerical for finding the quick return ratio. So here you can see the animation of the crank and slotted lever quick return mechanism. Crank and slotted lever means here you can see a crank which is undergoing full rotation. This red element will be the crank which is undergoing this rotation. Slotted lever means the end of the crank is connected to a slider, and the slider is reciprocating inside a lever which is slotted. So within the slotted path the slider is reciprocating. So hence the name crank and slotted lever. This is an inversion of single slider crank mechanism. And why it is known as a quick return mechanism? If you are seeing the animation, this rocker is having a forward and return motion. So the return motion is occurring in a quick manner. So from left to right I will be calling the forward motion. This is taking some time, and return is happening quickly. So that's why it is called a quick return mechanism. So you can find the application of this crank and slotted lever quick return mechanism in this shaper. So shaper is used for machining, removing the material from the workpiece. So here you can see the fixed link crank, it is here. At the end of the crank you are having the slider which is in yellow color, and it is inside the slotted lever. And at the end of I am making some extra arrangements or extra links so that it can function in the shaper. So connecting link is there which is connected to the ram, at the end of which tool is attached. So whenever this crank is rotating in the clockwise direction, this slotted lever will be moving from left to right, that is from P1 to P2, which is known as the cutting stroke, and return stroke will be from right to left, P2 to P1. So forward or cutting stroke is taking some time compared to the return stroke, or return stroke is taking quickly. So it is known as a quick return mechanism, and we will be finding the how much time is taken relatively for this forward and return stroke. Hence we have to define the quick return ratio, all we will be seeing. So here you can see the animation. This crank is undergoing a full rotation, so the locus of which is shown here, and this end of the slotted lever is forming a rocker. That means it is rotating within a specified angle. So this is the crank and slotted lever quick return mechanism. Next I will be how we can find the extreme position. So extreme positions will be obtained when this slotted lever is becoming tangent to this circle. So when it is tangent to the circle, it will be reaching at this point, and the other extreme position will be obtained when this slotted lever is becoming tangent to this circle. So I will be showing here. So these are showing the toggle or extreme positions of this mechanism. So one extreme, right extreme, can be obtained when it is tangent to the circle, and at that condition the angle between crank and the slotted lever will be 90 degree, and this is showing the other extreme here also 90 degree. So from this point to this point forward stroke is happening, and during that time the crank is rotating from this point to this location. That means that is shown here. So you will be evaluating the time required or angle turned during forward and return stroke. For that we will be considering a problem here. So here we have a problem on crank and slotted lever mechanism. Here the dimensions, the distance between fixed centers is given, which is 240 mm. Length of the crank is given 120 mm. And here you have to find the inclination of the slotted lever within the vertical at extreme position. You have to find the quick return ratio. I will be defining that thing. And also you have to find the stroke length. That means distance between the distance traveled by the tool during the a single stroke, forward or even return. That also you have to evaluate. For that the length of slotted lever is given. So here the distance given R, the crank is of 120 mm. That means this distance is 120 mm, and distance between fixed centers, that is O is a fixed point and A is a fixed point. This distance is 240 mm. And this diagram is drawn for an extreme position. The other extreme position you can evaluate. The other extreme will be occurring when the slotted lever is becoming tangent to this one. So this will be the other extreme. And next we will be looking for the this will be giving you the forward stroke will be given by this direction of motion, and this will be giving you the return motion. So we have to obtain, or we have to evaluate the time required for this forward and return motion, or we have to find the angle turned during forward and return. So at this position I am naming this point A and C. AC is the slotted link. So AC is the position of the slotted link at one extreme position, and it is rotating. At the other point this will be becoming to C dash. So for the forward stroke, that is from left to right, the angle turned will be given by, at this extreme position, this angle will be 90 degree. Okay, then the angle turned during the forward stroke you can obtain in this way, which is alpha. Then the remaining angle turned during the return stroke will be this much only, and this you can return it as, this angle will be equal to 360 minus alpha. And if you are considering this much angle only, then this will be the half of 360 minus alpha, which is 180 minus alpha by 2. Okay, the distance, different distances are given here. First you have to evaluate the inclination of the slotted lever. That means this angle you have to evaluate. I am calling this angle as beta. You have to evaluate this angle beta. Here I am naming this point as C. So I will be taking the triangle separately. Triangle OAC, that is fixed centers is O, this is A, and this will be the slotted lever, and crank will be coming perpendicular, and this point will be B, so that this angle is 90 degree. This distance, crank length is 120 mm. The distance between fixed centers is 240 mm. The inclination of slotted lever with respect to vertical beta we have to evaluate. So from this right angle triangle I will be evaluating sin beta. Sin beta is opposite 120 divided by 240, which you will be getting as 0.5, and beta you can evaluate or calculate as 30 degrees. Sin inverse of 0.5 will be getting 30 degree. So from this triangle you can find this angle. If this is 90 degree, the beta is 30 degree, then remaining angle will be 60 degree. So if you are observing in this one, I have represented this 60 degree as 180 minus alpha by 2. So I can have 180 minus alpha by 2 is equal to 60 degree. Then if you are solving this, alpha will be equal to 240 degree. So what was our actually alpha? Alpha is the angle turned by this crank during the forward stroke, that is alpha. And what is the angle turned by crank during return stroke? That is this much angle only. So this is 360 minus alpha. So if alpha is the angle turned by the crank during forward stroke, then angle turned by the crank during return stroke, 360 minus alpha is only 120 degree. So here we will be find the quick return ratio. Quick return ratio is defined as the time of cutting or time of forward stroke divided by time of return. Time you can relate with the angle turned. So this will be equal to angle turned during forward or cutting stroke, which is 240 degree alpha, divided by 360 minus alpha, which is 120 degree. So this will be equal to 2, or I will be writing it as 2:1. 2:1 meaning if the total time for both the forward and return stroke is 3 seconds, then 2 seconds for cutting. So 2 seconds for cutting and 1 seconds will be used for return. So most time is used for cutting because we have to remove material. So that will be taking much time, and return will be occurring easily or within a limited time, that is 1 second. That is the meaning of this quick return ratio. And in the third part you have to evaluate the stroke length if the length of the slotted lever is 450 mm. So you will be seeing that. For that you can observe here the extreme positions are point C and C dash. So during this one, the distance traveled will be the C dash. So C dash will be giving you the stroke length. So we have to find the stroke length. So here you can see the AC is one position of the slotted lever at one extreme, and AC dash is the other extreme. So this total distance will be giving you the stroke length. So here the distance C dash I will be dividing into 2 by this projector, and the distance I will be calling as x. So from this triangle I have to evaluate x. Here the length of slotted lever, which is AC or AC dash, is given, which is equal to 450 mm. And we know that the inclination of this slotted lever with respect to vertical we have find in the first part, which is 30 degree. So from this triangle you can evaluate x equal to AC dash into sin 30. Given AC dash as 450 mm into sin 30 is 1 by 2, and you know that stroke length, that means distance traveled by the tool during the forward or return stroke, which is stroke length equal to 2 into x, that is the distance from C to C dash, which is 2 times x, as it is symmetrical. So that this distance is also x, and this will be equal to 2 into 450 into sine 30, which is 1 by 2. So if you are simplifying this one, you will be getting the stroke length as 450 mm. So this is the answer for the third part. Hope you understood the concept of crank and slotted lever mechanism, quick return mechanism, which is an inversion of single slider crank mechanism. And also we have shown the way to find the quick return ratio and the stroke length. Hope you understood. Thanks for watching. Thank you.